Hello and welcome to another update video about Cardano. Actually, I didn't want to do another one today, but yeah, Cardano is dropping a little bit, 2.5%. I mean, that's not massive, but it has dropped in the last few days quite a bit. You can see that from up here at 240, we've dropped now down to around 213. Currently finding support at this support line that we had on the chart. And overall, however, in the last, well, since the end of September, we've made higher lows here as well, and we have this symmetrical triangle. So we are moving in this apex, and now is this already the breakout? Well, it seems like that. It could also be a fake out, so don't just think just because we are briefly breaking out here to the downside, it could already be that breakout to the downside. Yeah, it could be, but it could also be a fake out like we had up here, right? That was a bit of a fake out as well in my view. So you sometimes get these peaks and also you get these drops and then they are quickly bought up. That could be a bit of manipulation, you know, things like that. It's just happening. Obviously, I showed you today the ADA BTC chart as well and talked about it could be a buy signal if we hit that line. Not only if you hit that line, but I also said, you know, I would want confirmation that we see a turnaround because that's what you need to wait for. You can't just speculate. So you want confirmation that you get a turnaround if you want to trade this. Currently, I can't see that confirmation that we get a turnaround. It's actually coming down quite hard. Now we only get a small line now, but it, you know, I would want to see a confirmation that we get a few green candles. But I did mention it in the previous video that I would want to see that. Currently, we can't see it. So it's up to you. You know, I'm not telling anyone to buy anyway. I can tell you what I do and what I think are good prices, but I don't tell you you have to buy. Of course not. That's everybody's own decision. But just want to make you aware of this. I think the Cardano Bitcoin chart is very interesting because always historically, when we came down to this trend line, we saw a reversal, right? Now, is this time different? Nobody knows. What certainly is the case is that we come down quite hard here, you know. But if you come up parabolically and it changes, and if you come down parabolically, it is typically a sign that we can turn around as well. Because also here we can see that we are in the oversold range now on the RSI, on the ADA BTC chart. So it's another interesting chart to watch, another interesting indicator. So I'm going to follow that closely and keep you updated. But some people in the Telegram chat of the private chat group already asked, you know, is this the crash sort of that I talked about before? You know, because if you've been following me on the channel, I've been talking about that. There is a potential that we haven't finished the correction yet, of course, and that we could come down once more to the 190 level or even lower. Now, I don't think that this is this crash or correction yet because Bitcoin is still doing well. I would assume that Bitcoin then, if really Cardano comes down to these levels, that Bitcoin comes down once more quite hard as well. At the moment, Bitcoin is sort of thriving still. I mean, 5% in the green range today. You know, we obviously we had a bit of a drop, which is probably why some of the altcoins now suffered as well. To be honest, a little bit stronger than expected compared to what Bitcoin did, because Bitcoin today made a new high here. You know, we've come up all the way to nearly 58k, and we've dropped down to 56.7k again. So just now, but it was bought up again. So however, all the most altcoins for some reason suffered a little bit. But yeah, Bitcoin is doing what is expected. You know, I've been talking to you about further price increases for Bitcoin in the short term, but the higher we go, in my view, the risk increases that we come down hard at the moment, at least. And that doesn't mean that we can't make money at the moment, which is why, you know, at some point here I said, you know, I expect further price increases. It looked like a bull flag, and you know, we came up again into this range here, and we seem to be retesting the lower support line now of that. And yeah, we can go up further, certainly, but at some point there is still a risk that we come down. The risk is always there. I just need to mention it, and I always get criticized for it, but you know, it's a bit of a voice of reason. I mean, why would you criticize someone who's just speaking out the possibility that is still there? And it is fairly likely, in my view, that we come down once more, that we've had this A, B, and C correction, where in the C we would come down once more further. And that's, again, it's just my opinion. But don't get me wrong, I'm long on Bitcoin, but I'm pulling my stop losses higher continuously. So that's something I would always recommend, because when we then drop, you know, I won't be able probably to make a video when we suddenly have the drop, because it can happen so fast. If we have a drop, nobody says we have to have a drop. Maybe we just go through into all-time high territory in one crazy go, and that's it. Or I can tell you here what I can see, and the resistance and support levels, and I can tell you what I anticipate in the short term, also in the longer term, and then you can come to your own conclusions. But that's why I think stop losses, if you're doing trading, stop losses are important. If you hold long term, in my view, put them in a wallet. And if you have them in a wallet, it is a bit harder to sell them quickly. It's just what it is. But there you go. Cardano currently finding support at 213. Just want to update you. At this stage, no reason to panic. Just a 2.5% drop. No flash crash or anything, you know. Bear in mind, 10% moves, even 20% moves in the crypto market are normal. So I think we can all go to bed with peace of mind. At least I can, because it's evening now here. It's 10 o'clock UK time in the evening. For you, it might be morning or whatever. Whatever it is, enjoy your day, enjoy your night, whatever. And I hope I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.